Hello. Good morning, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and we can get started with today's training. Let me know where you're coming from in the world. And I am excited about today's training because it's a little different than what I normally do. Normally, I prepare a lot of things and try to either give you the best value content I can, try to help you guys as much as I can with whatever topic we're on, or try to find um, essentially what is working in the market right now and showing you the best opportunities and the best ways to dominate online. The coolest thing I think about internet marketing is that if you are doing what works right now, it is very easy. And I don't know if I should say easy is the right word, but it's there's a very high chance you can get things moving if you're consistent with doing what works right now. Uh, the flip side of that is trends do change. What works 3 years ago probably doesn't work now. Uh, and I'm talking about traffic methods mainly. Um, but aside from the big ones like word of mouth traffic, paid ads, and a couple of others, but even in those, the way the different types of ads that you do now and stuff change. But I always want to keep you guys ahead of the curve of either what's happening right now or where trends are going to. But yeah, the flip side of that is that when trends do change, if you're not up to date with what's going on, it's very easy to fall off, which sucks. But it happens to the best of us as well. So um, my job is to ensure you don't do that, and I'll try. I've done it to myself in the past, and it sucks. So that's something. That's why I love doing these webinars because I always do it. I do it for me as well. I know it keeps me on top of things of making sure I know what's happening in the market right now. But today's training, I wanted to focus on you and your businesses, what you guys are doing, um, and really help you guys get any questions you have answered, and even get the rest of the group here, the community, to we can help each other here in going over just different business questions that we all may have. And I want to showcase some of your businesses as well, and if you guys are cool with that. So I think that'll be a bit of fun. This past week has been absolutely wild here. If any of you were on last week's webinar on how to use AI to basically create any imagery you want ever, and fire the graphic designer. That was a pretty cool training. But the night before that training, so 8 days ago now, I got broken into, and it was the first time it's ever happened in this house to me, and it was absolutely one of the most stressful nights I've had in a long time. I woke up in the morning. Um, at about 4. Actually, I was actually awake. It's one of the and I never go to sleep past one. Like at 1 o'clock's the latest I'll go to sleep. Uh, and what happened was I went to bed, and my partner, she said to me, "Luke, I'm just feeling really weird about tonight." And I was like, "Ah, it's okay. It's just one of those weird rainy nights. Don't worry about it. I'm sure everything's fine." She's like, "Yeah, but I just can't sleep, so I'm just gonna stay up." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I felt bad, so I stayed up with her. And then at about 3 a.m., I said, we need to go to sleep. Um, and she said, "Oh, yeah, okay." So we laid down trying to sleep for about 45 minutes. And then at like just before 4 a.m., or might have been just after, we had we had our phones go off, saying that there was a line crossing in our front yard. We have these cameras, and if anyone passes a specific point, it's called a line crossing. And we get it out, we look at it. Often when this happens, it's just like a bird or it's something like that. Um, but lo and behold, it was two kids. Well, they look kind of like kids, their body frames anyway, wearing balaclavas, coming straight down past my pool, trying to get in one of the doors, failed, went around the back, set those cameras off, and they just didn't care there was cameras. It was wild. They were like looking at them. Um, and then they somehow broke our back door lock and got into the house. by that point, I said to Bella, I said, like, I need to go down, like, and she's like, no, 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 don't leave me. Like, what if they have a knife and do something to you? I said, but like, they're in the house now. Like, what am I meant to do? And we have an alarm inside the house, but I saw them on the camera. They took 2 steps into the house, and the alarm didn't go off. And I was like, I have to like do something. So I went running down, yelling, and then I set the the house alarm off myself, and they just went sprinting, jumped the fence. Now, never to be seen again. Police took about 45 minutes, which was just ridiculous. So they were long gone by that point. Um, but then the news came maybe like 5 minutes after the police did, and they wanted to get a story and stuff because it's been happening a lot in this area right now, and it's quite like a really nice area. A lot of older people live around here, um, and I guess it's probably the type of area where, if you're not from Australia, I don't know if this is too common, but a lot, actually, I presume it's very not common, but for a long time in Australia, people would leave their front door open. If your neighbor came by, like, you'd welcome them in, like, even if it was someone from down the street, like, you'd speak to everyone. Everyone was pretty cool. It was a pretty good trust culture. Um, but now it's all turning. So that was a wild night. And so what I had to then do is realize they don't care about cameras, or that all they care about is the alarms and noises. So I had to go redo all the cameras to have these new cameras that have alarms in them with lights. So even if they jump the fence now, it'll start screaming at them the second that happens. So, but that went off last night at 2 a.m. and I couldn't see what it was. So that was pretty wild, as well. And that kind of wrecked my sleep a bit last night. So you can hear my voice is a little bit croaky today. So I hope you excuse me with that while it clears up this morning. I'm just going to have a sip of water now. Okay, so let me see who's here in the chat. Cool. Thomas, Ross, Jim, Colleen. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Jim, Roy, HJ. Hope you are all doing well. And yeah, HJ, I know you were only seeing the screen only. I'll pull up my screen in a second here. Um, so today's training, I firstly wanted to. I said in the emails that I wanted to leave this one open to you guys this week. I wanted you guys to let me know about your businesses and let me know what it is you are personally having an issue with. Where do you feel you're getting stuck? And let's explore that. So, if you want to be involved in this little segment of today's training, let me know what your business is, let me know your website, and let me know your problem. Write that in the chat and we can start to go through things. And if you're happy for me to pull up your website and whatnot on screen, I can use your exact business. If you're not happy about that, just send me what industry you're in and we can try to play around with that maybe. Let me go here and type in. Cool, I see some coming through now. No website. So these are the 3 things. What I might even do actually for this now is let's go and insert table. Who here as well just doesn't use Microsoft Word anymore? I think ever since I've started using Google Docs, I never use Microsoft Word anymore. Um, um, So let me know that. Now, as we get started here, remember, this is I do this a lot on a lot of my webinars, but I think it's always a really good, refreshing starting point that every business is an offer and a starting point. Sorry, not offer and a traffic source. Sorry, I saw someone write that in the comment. It's an offer and a traffic source, right? So all you need to know is what is your offer, what is your traffic source, and maybe that could be another cool. I should have added that as an extra column. Maybe I'll do that name / website and type in traffic source, if any. Um, Okay, cool. So we have quite a few, we've got quite a few things coming in here. So let me just write down some of these for you guys and appreciate those that are happy for me to share their businesses with them. So let's start with their traffic source. I'll start with their business name, sorry. And so it's traffic to website. We have Leroy Supplements is another one we've got here. So let me know what your question was around supplements with that one there. Selling EverSuite affiliate marketing angle, yeah, and website / offer. So what was the issue here with it? So you're wanting to understand how affiliate mode works with AdvertSuite, yeah. And you know, selling AdvertSuite, like there's some people that literally, I find this so wild, that sell AdvertSuite as their full-time business, that they literally dedicate all their resources that they do every day to sell AdvertSuite because they get paid 50% commissions of every single sale and every single upsell, and they can make their own full-time business out of that without even having to have a product, without having to deliver things. You know, it's pretty wild the power of an affiliate marketer can have in just one person's business, let alone like if you think you could, if you wanted to, be an affiliate for every single product that comes out in 1 year and get paid 50% or above in terms of the JVZoo make money online style products, softwares, and whatnot. So I think that's pretty insane that's something we can do in this day and age. Just literally the second it comes out, you can have 50% of it. Pretty wild. So that's a good one there. And an overall one was, so someone says here, currently struggling with limited funds in Britain. What business strategy would you do with £250 left? Actually, maybe we'll just answer that one right out the gate. So if I only had £250 left, what would I do with it? Personally, I would, and I don't know if this is the right answer you want to hear, But if you're talking about that's the only money you have left in your bank account, I wouldn't be spending it. I wouldn't be spending it on um, buying any more make money online products. I wouldn't be spending it on ads. I wouldn't be spending it on trying to grow fans. I personally would just be saving it. You want to be able to be in a headspace when you are doing internet marketing that it's not your last 50 bucks that you're spending, because you then put so much weight on it that it has to work. And then if it doesn't work that second, it's very, very easy to go into a dark place about it and just completely give up about the industry, and it just become a bad taste in your mouth, because that last 100 bucks, 500 bucks, 200 bucks can mean a lot. And it does mean a lot. It's a lot of money. So you, in my opinion, if that's the last you got, just save it. You might have an emergency that comes up and you wished you had that money. And just go back and start to have a look at the things you can do for free online. There's a lot of really cool free business opportunities online. First business I started online, I started for free. I started it, like I did end up building myself a website, which cost me around, I think it was around 30 bucks at the time, because I learned how to do it through WordPress. It wasn't the prettiest site, but it gave me a bit of a web presence. And this was like 10 years ago. But I then went into local businesses and told them they needed my services. I emailed them, I called them, I did the legwork to get my first clients going. And I think there's a saying in property that's like this. It's like if you like, there's like two ways you can go in property. You either have a lot of money that you can start to just really pump into investments and start to loan off each property and start to really build your portfolio, or you really have to go out there and door knock and actually um, reach out to people, cold call people to try to get the best, cheapest deals possible. And that takes a lot more time and energy versus paying a bit more but not having to deal with that time commitment of going out manually. But I really think the manual work can be really, really fun. I remember for me, when I was so shit scared to go out and talk to local businesses, even email them scared me. And it's because I had no real belief in myself and what I was providing initially. And I was just providing how to do Facebook ads. So, and that's also kind of why I built the tool Advert Suite, was to give people a bit of a way to build their own online business, that they can go to local businesses and say, hey, I'm going to do your ads for you. And I know what the best ads in your niche are because I can see them here. Have a look at A, B, C, D, E, F. We're going to rebuild these, and it's going to cost $3 grand a month. And that's going to include your ad spend, and your service cost for using our services, right? So I'd keep that 250. I'd start a business like that, or an affiliate marketing business, which again is free. You just need to get traffic there, so there is money you have to spend in that way. And then last but not least is e-commerce. You can do drop shipping, but again, you need to have that traffic source. The reason I like local marketing, if you're at the bare bottom, is one, it's going to force you to do the work when you do get clients. It's just a human nature thing. And if there's someone else that's waiting for you to do something, the chances of you that you're going to do it is so much higher than if you were just left on your own to work it out yourself. I struggle with this all the time still in my life, and it's so annoying. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym, but then I'll make all these excuses, and then before you know it, it's the afternoon, and then I feel crap that I didn't go, but then it's too late, and then I say I'll do it tomorrow, and then it can just repeat the cycle until I finally break it, right? And when you that's a cool thing with local marketing, is that when you get clients, and you will get them, there's people out there, it's a numbers game. It really helps you do the work for them, and you'll often learn things that that will take you into the next area of your online business. For me, I remember I was working with clients and I said, I don't want to do this forever, work directly with businesses day in, day out. And back in 2012, 11, that people wanted me, they didn't understand social media could be done remotely. So they wanted me in their offices, sitting there 24/7, and it was for a job that I could schedule, or I created software that could schedule certain things. And when I did that, I was like, wow, software building is way more fun. So that kind of led me to where I am now. So if you only have 250 bucks in the bank, that's what I do. I just either work more in my current job, find out how to leverage more money out of my current job, or I'd start a side hustle of local marketing. I know if I lost everything, that's probably where I'd first go back to, is go in and working with local businesses. And that's why it's a good reason to watch all of these replays up until now, is because there's so many different ways we can, I share with you guys that you can just take what I show you and implement it directly into a business right away. So that was a long answer, but that's that one there. And I can see a few other ones coming in, so I'll go through that in a minute. Looking at the questions here, then we'll go back to those other ones on the board. And Thomas, let me have a look at that. Let me check that out for you. And I'll try to work that one out for you, Thomas. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll speak with Neil and the team right after. But thank you for sending that. Let me just go copy that, and I'll reach out to you with that afterwards. Sorry, I'm just trying to load out my notes here for you guys. Okay, so let's have a look at this one in Plush. And Amber. Did I completely botch that spelling for you guys? It's not loading out for me. Let me see if what I did wrong here. NDB, I see you're looking for webinars that I did on local marketing. So I'll double check that later. Oh, only 2 W's, that's why. Huh? Okay, let's have a look. Cooking against a dialogue which comes free cost. Okay, so first and foremost, is this site live? I'm not sure what this is saying, which comes free of cost with the theme. So this kind of would say to me, just out of like my eyes, that this site is talking about that it's not ready yet. So first and foremost, your website is going to be literally your face. But the beauty of this is you can make your face as pretty or not pretty as you want. So for everyone that's watching in here, let's like constructively So what do you like about this site and what do you not like about this site? Let's start with what you don't like. So let me know what you don't like about this site and what would make you bounce. Now, if you don't have Google Analytics on here yet, make sure you do put it in, because having an understanding of where you are losing the customers when they reach your website is so key. And by simply putting a tiny bit of code you can copy and paste from Google, you can then see what's called a bounce rate. Bounce rate means when people get into a website and when they click off, like, and it's something crazy. Like, I'll Google what's the average bounce rate. So it's pretty crazy, right? Between 26% and 70%. So people get to your website and up to 70% of your traffic leaves the page right away before they even go searching. Now, I'm on here and I'm not exactly sure what you sell until I look at these little overlays here, which are quite nice. Like, I like them, but you can see, you can instantly tell the site's not fully finished. And I'm sure you put so much time into this site, and it's frustrating when you can see certain things don't click. But I fully get the imperfect action. So I still think that's good. You've just got it out there. It's worth doing. Now, I'm a bit confused instantly of what it is that you sell. Are you selling watches or are you selling drink bottles? Or you might be selling a bit of both. But this is going to be the first place people come to. So you want to make sure people know what it is your business does, what the core reason of your business is. Unleash the power within, drive with power. Wear power. Um, Class and elegance. So now this featured on section. And cool, this might be like a really just a, I'm just having a look here, but you guys let me know what you think as well. Now, when you come to a website, you want to know what it is that they sell, and you want to know what is going to be the main benefit that you can provide to them by them scrolling any further. So let's have a look at some other websites around quickly here as well. I Smile Teeth. Let's have a look at something like, so let me know what you would call this type of store. Give me a better understanding of what it is your concept is behind this store. Yeah, Mike's got some good feedback. Some fonts are too small. The call to action, what is it? Watches and coffee for sale. Kind of doesn't look like an e-com store. It's meant to be a gift store. Okay, cool. So let's have a look. And do you know what are the top 3 gift stores that you know exist online? So let me have a look here. And this is actually a good time to even have a look inside of Advert Suite. Let's find some gift stores in here now. So I'm going to go ahead and search Shopify. Let's search for keywords, add text, gift. I'm just going to open a few different gift stores here. So I'm just having a look at what we've got going on. I'm just going to pull up a few different examples here, and then we can have a look and compare what the differences are. I love the name of your store. I think that's really good. Well, I saw another cool one a minute ago. Our Lord Style. Where it keeps on popping down to the bottom, doesn't it? Where was it? So let's have a look at a few more here. Let's try to open Google Music, Apple Music, Apple's choices. They're out of business. And sorry this is taking a minute just to find, but this is literally what I would do in real time to try and get an understanding of what it is that I should be replicating on my site. And so let's try to find one more here of something that and a lot of these are seasonal stores I can see as well. Cool. So you've got a couple here, and where's the example we were using? All right. So I'll get the questions back up in a minute, but I just thought this would be a cool place to start. So right now you can tell there's a lot going on, especially in this graphic. There's stuff going on behind here. There's this overlay. It's all, you go over things aren't popping up. It's not giving a super clean user experience. So I can guarantee you that you would be losing people that are coming to this site interested depending on how they found it, right off the gate. Now, I also understand you might be sending people directly to a product offer page. So let me just even do that for the second. Kitchen, we've got air fryer. Let's have a look at kitchen sets. So yeah, this looks a lot cooler. So, and this is really cool because this means that you've got, I'd say only the home page that you really need to clean up, because this looks a lot better. You put number one in the box if you can say, okay, this looks like quite nice for kitchen appliances. I can see how I'd easily buy something from here, and it all makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, Ross says this page is good. He made a point as well that the website name isn't clear, because it starts with the word plush. You get to the website, there's nothing that has to do with plush, but as in like plush toys, I'm presuming you're meaning. Look, people can do things a different way, right? So, but you want to make sure when someone gets to your site, then they just click I reckon you can do a nicer logo than this if for a gift store, rather than just the and symbol and a red dot. But these are just little things, right? But that's the beautiful thing about online marketing. It's all the little things that add up. So let's have a look at some of these gift stores. So what are they doing different? Right away from the very, very start, there's a huge benefit. Cyber Monday sale, 50% off everything. Photo moon lamp, 50% off. When is Cyber Monday? Is that next week or something? Maybe they haven't updated this in a while. Now this page literally just sells wooden lamps, I guess they're little different types of gifts, but most of the lamps. So the lamp site, but you can see right away, right out the gate, you know what it's about. It's a personalized gift store, and they focus on lamps. Hi, let's make memories. Every moment you spend with special people in your life is a moment to treasure. Let's give that, give a gift that will make a present personal, right? So that's a benefit there as well. And I like the fact that things are moving, things are changing. They're giving you a nice flow, and you have done that here. But the product choice is going to what is for someone on this site. So you can another site, they'll be confused because it doesn't really share what plugin. It's pretty much nailed. It's just getting this right background imagery sorted, right? And then also this your top header with all your different sections, getting that either above this big banner or below. So having a key way to actually share what it is that your business does. This company here, this is a really neat way. A nice image, that'd be just benefit. Scroll down, and then they have their different areas that they sell in, right? So this is they're selling everything from little artists to hoodies, right? And they have their product selection on their homepage. People don't need to go scrolling anywhere to find their actual products. You can see right now why things like the Queen's rings and stuff would be selling like crazy. This moon crescent necklace, we've done so many case studies on this. Even how one person in our Advertisement community is making 6 figures a month, selling tens of thousands of these every single month. Pretty wild. But you can see they've got a wide selection directly on their page itself that people can go straight away. They don't need to click to a section. They click on a product, and once they find something, they go, oh, that looks cool, boom, they're already on the buyer page. So that is 1 to 2 steps from checking out. So I suggest something on your home page, and you can here as well, being really cool. I think just this above step makes it a bit more confusing on what it actually is that's down here, because we only go from cool watches to sunset humidifiers without a real understand to like these little toys. And you know, this is what you should test as well. If these products aren't selling, step one, what I do is fix this section up here. Clear on what your business does and what you're going to offer as a benefit. Step two, change these products around. Maybe don't have 6 watches first, then an air humidifier, then a little cruise ship. If the products aren't selling, change it around and see what the top selling products are. Jump inside of Advert Suite and have a look at what products are selling now. Remember, you can do this by product wise on Instagram. Sorry, guys. Loads. Let me on this point here. The choices, obviously, what it is. Couples site, you know, straight out the gate. So this is an important thing. If your domain name is what you do, then it's part of what your store is about. But here, hey, sorry guys, my internet seemed to drop out on me then. If you can hear me okay right now, just put a 1 in the box. Okay, cool. Sorry, tech issues have been happening everywhere this week. So as I was waiting for Advert Suite to load, I wanted to say this is a little cool pop-up button right away that gives people an incentive to shop on your store. All they need to do is chuck in their email and they can have a little gamble here at winning something, right? Really, really smart thing to do because you can build an email list and people can have fun the second they get on their site, on your site. They want to win something, they can see they're going to win something, and the chances are like, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 out of 7 times here they should win, right? Just by entering their email. So that's pretty cool. So that's a little, there's lots of little roulette wheel, I guess, or like prize wheel plugins for WordPress, prize wheel plugins for Shopify. But you know, those, or you can just say, no, I don't feel lucky. Have a look, think about the keywords there. If you think like it's an emotional way to make you go, oh, okay, I feel lucky, I'll check my email in, right? But let's not do that for now. So this one here, I think they're pushing the whole Black November sale. It's wild, isn't it? It goes from Black Friday to Black November. Before you know it, it'll be a whole year discount. But again, little mission statement: create your own love story, share memorable experience with your loved ones, make them smile with a special gift. Have something just as simple as that on your site. Clarifies what it is the site's about and what they will be able to do when they are here. Whereas right now, when someone's here, they just don't I don't know really what it is. They get a Rimex or a Class and Elegance. And so just by making that clear, I guarantee you'll see more traffic, more sales, more conversions. And I would fix this overlay thing here and have this either be hard above the banner, like most of these probably do that here above the banner, or have it flow like this with a hard colored overlay, but at the top you can see it's above the banner as well. And you can also see straight away there's two call to actions they can click on right away, right out the gate. So then you can have something like which gives the different areas that of products you have. You can have some, so maybe that's a good way to start yours out as well. Have your different sections. And so instead of saying as featured on this here, have something like what gift are you looking to give? And then you can have your different sections: furniture, kitchenware, drinkwares, gifts and novelties, custom merch. And really just make it like, what's going to be a gift store? Is someone going to really buy a $700 table as a gift, right? If not, look at but if you're passionate about selling furniture, create a store purely to sell luxury furniture, because what's going to happen here, this is going to confuse your audience. Selling a $900 table with a $20, like how much is this here? A $40 air humidifier and a $30 cruise ship bottle, and then a Matrix drone. It's going to lose the audience that you are going after. Now, again, if you are selling directly from an ad to a actual product, might be a different story, right? You might be selling a kid's thing directly, like an ad directly to this kid's toy. Might be a different story. But check that out. Now, other things as well, when there's a 0-star rating, don't know if I'd have that showing there. When no one's actually, we like to put different social proof methods when people, when it works in our favor. But having 0 stars being shown is not working in anyone's favor. So you either need to get some reviews posted on your different products, or just remove it as an option as they're showing that, hey, this has 0 stars, or unless that's trying to say this is a 5-star product. But down here it says there's no reviews. So little things like that, play around with it, see how you go. What else are questions we got here on this one? And Mike, yes, this, I am recording this, so I'll get it out to you guys. Mike said, thanks for offering your training time up to help us directly. Yeah, no, of course. So now let's have a look at, like, that's it. We've looked at, you get the homepage concepts there. Let's have a look at some actual product pages when we click on them. So you can see here, these guys have got the 5-star reviews all happening with people's images. So they've used the social proof in a good method there. If you don't have it yet, that's fine. You don't need it, but just don't include it. Something I don't like that this site's done though, you can see here they've gone from beautiful diamondy looking watch to poo slippers, right? It's a bit of a weird mix. But yeah, but think about products that are trending. I guarantee these rings here would be trending. Have a look at chucking them on your site. Have a look at things like this. If you can read this, bring me a glass of wine. Christmas is coming up. Start to play around with products for Christmas. What is it that you're going to be selling that people want to buy as a Christmas present? Let's go over here and type in, let's go keywords, add text, Shopify, Christmas. And this is the beauty of a gift store, which I also love. Like, I think you're in such a perfect little niche industry because there's so many little low cost items that have high perceived value that people will just buy. And coming up into the Christmas period, I think with a couple of changes, you will absolutely dominate. So I'm looking around here for some Christmas gifts. Little hiking products. This is a cool one that I like. Little wind up music boxes. I've even bought one of these. I played Harry Potter, and then I targeted and I've also always wanted to, and I might even do this as a live example. If you guys would like to see this, let me know. These little wind up music boxes that can play music of any sort. Let me Google it. Music box wind up gift. And you can see that these guys are using these guys look like they're using the same theme actually as what you were using. So because the same little pop-up came up here. So the musicbox.store, and you continue there, and you can see here, this store just keeps it simple, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to, like, your brand right now, and again, I know I'm being super strict, but I know it's going to help you so much. And so, by strict, I've been might be mean. You're screaming that your brand is this watch here specifically, and kind of saying that this is our, sorry, it skipped. That this here is our is your other product, and the shop now doesn't really pop. So, and down here it says buy now, so it's but then up here it says shop now, so it's a bit confusing. So just by nailing that, you are going to dominate 10 times more and have a goal for it. While it's good to have been like, okay, I want to sell gifts for everyone, try to make it about who is your target market, and knowing who your target market is so important, because then you can build your site out around it. Let me see if I've got this document somewhere here. I gave this to my customers in the pre-launch of it. So I'll send it here down in the chat for you guys, but there's a section of this. You can disregard some of the webinar times in there because they've already passed, but we talk about understanding your audience. So this is the section here. And I'm gonna actually change rooms now as my partner has headed off to work and dropping our son off to school to let me spend the morning with you guys. So give me a sec. Hopefully the internet will be a bit better up here too, so it's closer to the modem. Also, I almost impulsively was meant to be flying. I've been trying to get out to America for the past month, and there's a few events coming up out there that I wanted to be invited to speak at. Sorry, and it's just been the prices. I've never seen prices from Australia just so expensive before. Um, but then this morning, my friends um, that actually, you know what? I'll share this with you guys now as well. If you guys ever want to travel anywhere in the world business class, but pay literally close to economy rates, I'll give you my friend's company. He basically they buy flight miles off people that have like black Amexes and stuff, and they buy them for cash, and then they literally book your plane tickets with those flight points that they've paid next to nothing for. So you can get a huge discount on your flights. So right now it's something crazy like I worked it out. It was about $25,000 to fly one way. Not one way, sorry, return to America for two people, which is just wild. It's never been that expensive. And the cheapest, and sorry, $25,000 um, direct was around. The airlines were charging 30 something, and my friends could get it for 22, and they said don't do it. It's just ridiculous amount of miles I have to use. But they called me this morning saying, Luke, there's a flight leaving from Sydney in about 7 hours that you can jump on. It'll cost you $3,000, and uh, $3,000 for business. I think it was with United. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you told me a day earlier, I might have made it, but it's just a bit too close. But basically, it can save you a lot of money there. So if anything out of this webinar, even if what I'm teaching you guys now you don't implement, if you do travel, it will save you money. The site is called I Only Fly First Class. So you just write that down or just remember it, I Only Fly First Class. And if you're serious about booking international flights, reach out to me. I've got a bunch of travel hacks because I travel so much. So yeah, but I know I just went off tangent then there. So now that I'm upstairs, let's go back into this. So this is the key part. Who is your audience? What does your audience look like? Where are they located? What are their interests? What languages do they speak? What types of brands would they follow? What type of person is your offer suited to? So if I'm doing a gift store as well, instead of having just niches, you could have something like an option under this saying gifts for mums, gifts for dads, gifts for boys, gifts for girls, gifts for kids. Segment it out that way because when someone comes to a gift store, they're buying it for a specific demographic, right? Here as well, right now when I'm at this gift store, when I'm looking at this, who would you say this gift store, without looking at the watch up there, while looking at this header, decor and furniture, kitchen, drinkwares, gifts and novelties, custom merch, who would you say this is targeted towards? Male or female first and foremost? Help me out here. And by the way, I want to say a huge thank you to Alucigen. I probably completely botched your name then, but I wanted to say a huge shout out to you because that's who's sharing this site. It's amazing that when the communities are like, this is directly what I'm doing. Let me know and how you can help because that makes me feel good knowing I can help and no one's going to take things personally because at the end of the day, it can be really frustrating especially when you've worked on a website for so long, you've seen it so many times, and you're like, oh, like it's hard to then remove yourself and to having someone have their first brand new eyes onto the site. Um, um, Tony says male. He reckons his site is targeted towards males. So when you look at the watch, you might think, yes. For me, when I look at the site, if I'm not looking at the watch, I'm looking at this page with the water bottles, decor and furniture collections, kitchen, drinkwares, gifts and novelties. I'm thinking it's targeted towards women. So when I look at collections, I'm literally thinking like clothing collections. So having it set in a way that's a bit more definitive on what it is that it does. Having the banner, as well, like it's based around you as the company, right? As Plush and Amber, that's what you want the cover to be around, or at least one of them, to really just scream, this is who we are, this is what we do, shop gifts now, and then people can go and search that way. Because right now, you're dedicating your brand to these two products. That's what people think your brand is. And these two products are getting all the attention. If these two products are not what's interesting for the customer coming here, there's going to be a high bounce rate. So that's just such a key little change you can do so quickly that will really help you out. And you can see here that they're using that Queen's ring behind there, probably because of the passing of the Queen and whatnot. But they've blurred it out a bit, so they haven't made it directly about that ring. But it's a clean looking site there, right? Now, but back to this music box section. Custom music boxes, handmade with love. So really neat little. This says what it does, and you can get these music boxes on AliExpress as well. Ones that do Harry Potter, ones that do different noises. Got some social proof down there. Now, when it comes to selling gifts that aren't about one specific niche, if you're selling gifts of all sorts, creating a social media profile, I wouldn't say is too important if you are targeting all types of gifts, right? If you're targeting the little like the ship, people that want to buy this ship and this thing gadget here, to then targeting watches, to then air humidifiers, right? Because you'll be posting all these different products, and it's hard to basically replicate, I guess, Wish or something like that that sells a lot of different products of different markets and niches. But if you did segment this page up to kids' toys, parents, like mothers, fathers, grandparents, you could then hyperlink those internal pages and create individual Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts, just showcasing products for the kids and build an audience of people that are looking to buy gifts for their kids and be the go-to gift store for kids, right? But yeah, that's my ideas there. That's where I get started. And you know what I might even do is, instead of overloading you with things, just get started with that so far. I think that would be a really good way to get started. Where was that Google Doc that I had up for you guys? And when you're moving things around, changing the imagery a bit, really think of these questions. What does your audience look like? Where are they located? What are their interests? Have a look at the competition and just replicate what works on the competition sites, right? And don't feel like you need to target 1,000,001 products. Look for what are the top selling products. Have a look at trends coming up. We've got Christmas coming up, so that's just a perfect time to get some, I know, for kids, toys, right? Unique love presents. Like I love that little. I was thinking about buying one of these for my partner with maybe our favorite song in it, right? but I'm sure on AliExpress they have these wind-up boxes that play, I don't know, a really generic love song that everyone knows, and you could chuck the photo in there. Who knows? You can play around with just different things. Have it like, what was this one that we saw here? The socks that are like Premier Lots of One. That'd be a good Christmas selling present, right? Um, unicorn headphones, mermaid blanket. Like these products, I reckon would just dominate because you don't see them too often, and there's a high perceived value. But like, I reckon these would cost $1 on AliExpress. So let's actually have a look. And this is, and again, as a final point for the homepage, oh, look at that, 1 cent for a unicorn headphone. Like, isn't that insane? 2 cents for unicorn headphones. Maybe they're like little rubber things that they stick over, maybe. Let's have a look. Um, this is actually a cool little site to get some inspiration from. But I can guarantee you, whatever they're selling on their homepage is going to be what's selling well. Shop, you can see here, they've broken the things down into collections. Camera lens coffee mug. Photographers would die for that. They would love that. What a gift. Brontosaurus earrings. People are just so creative, aren't they? Love in a bottle, crystal necklace. Emotion. So just get creative with it. This is a good site to follow, and have a look at their top selling products. So what they're showing on their website, I guarantee, is going to be what they're selling the most of. And they're quite unique. I've never really seen any of these products anywhere. So play around with that. Now, as well, when you're on your store, have a look at products that raise the value of your site and lower the value. Does the mini drone add value? Does it lower it? Does the projection light add value? Does it lower it? And have a look at the price points. I know here, this might be a new special type of one, 152 bucks. I don't know if that's, I think you can get these in places like Kmart and stuff now for 50 bucks. I don't know. So make sure that no prices are showing any form of rip-off or too expensive. And you can see here, you get the new arrivals versus the top selling. I'm not sure if these are the top selling, but yeah, you always want to be sharing the top selling first, because if that's going to be your bread and butter, you want to share that first, and you can have a section underneath it that's new arrival. See, it took me until now to see there was 2 sections here for that. So play around with that. I hope that's a bit of help. I'll move on to the next one. I spent a bit of time on that one, so I apologize about that. Actually, let me ask you guys, what is your business that you're wanting to look at now? Could you explain why social media has not much engagement? I'll do that first. So with that business we just looked at, social media, there's a couple of things to it. One, what type of content is it that you're posting right now? Instagram is heavily rewarding people that are posting reels, and people that are posting, I guess, content that they can relate to and engage with. When it comes to little gifts and knickknacks, unless you're building a niche store about one specific area, like I guarantee you, if you're building a page about, say, those little music boxes we looked at, they're going to really give, they can continuously showcase songs people like. So people think that's cool. They'll follow them because they'll be like, I'll pick this gift up in future, right? When you can show, it's like any type of single or niche category business. Teeth whitening, for example, you have a teeth whitening site. People are going to follow it because they want to whiten their teeth at some point. But when it comes to a completely random bit of jack of all trades site, they're gonna, if they're interested in the mermaid headphones, but then they get shown a barbecue wizard pro thing, they'll be like, what's this rubbish in my feed? And they're not good, and they're going to unfollow. Or if they go onto your profile and they see 1,000,001 different things, it doesn't give any form of brand. So that's a key thing you want to be trying to build, is a brand around what it is you are selling. And when you sell 1,000,001 things, from little kids UFO things to $900 tables, it doesn't scream that this is my audience. So your audience is not going to follow what it is you're doing. Two, when it's little quick gifts, sometimes you don't need an actual audience on a fan page engaging. You just need ads directly to a website, because it's a quick sale. They want to come in, they want to see the product in action, and they want to go, right? If you go on TikTok, I suggest doing this. Go on TikTok and Instagram, but I like doing it on TikTok, and start searching through different products. Just start following pages related to your niche and start to see some of the ads that people create. What they'll even do in a lot of cases is they'll either buy the physical product here and they'll get it sent out to them, or they will take this content, these different images, and they'll put them into a video. They'll create a little TikTok with this content, with this imagery going through, and just like a slideshow reel with a little voiceover about them. Or they'll physically get the product and they'll film a video for an ad themselves, just showcasing the product in front of them with a bit of fun music and just some key call to actions on the actual text itself. So might even try to, I'm probably going to do an e-commerce product webinar in the coming weeks to show you guys how to start a Shopify store and everything like that. Which if anyone would like to see that, put a number 1 in the box. I think that would be cool. But if you don't want to see it, don't worry, you don't have to attend. I just do these things for fun because I feel like I can help you guys a bit with this. And for everyone here as well, I hope the points that I'm sharing with you also apply to your own businesses when you're thinking about, okay, I'm creating a website. Like, doesn't matter what industry it's in, what is it that I'm selling here? How can I keep it clean? How do I lower the bounce rate? Because it's the same principle for any type of online business. When I'm talking about bounce rates, that's across the board. That's not just in e-com, that's across the board. Set up to 70% drop off before they even scroll. All right, people are judgmental. Gone are the days of when it was just Judge Judy on TV judging. Everyone's a judge now, so we've got to be prepared for that, right? Here's some good points as well that one of our audience members has said. Tracy said, yeah, get a better logo that stands out, consistent colors, remove the slider. Site should have visible phone number at the top of, as Google loves this. Easy to find contact us at the top. Site should load in under 2 seconds. Try 3 product rows across. Products that you can upsell that reflect your current products. Exit pop and slide in spin wheel. Collect their email. Trust badges in the footer. Have you created a custom avatar? Tracy, sounds like you've been working with Adrian or someone. You are on. But yeah, so that's that was a really fun one. I enjoyed doing that. And it's a really cool niche, and it's one that I'd love because it's one that's forever changing. It's one that you can always make money in. It's the beauty of it is once you've got that initial setup down, you are good to go. And you know, may I ask, how have you built this website? Is this on a WordPress, or is this on a are you using Shopify? Let me see if I can find it anyway before to save you time. Shopify, cool. So because it's on Shopify, that makes it even easier for you. It'll be really, really simple for you to pump in and out those changes there. So that was a good one. I'll send out the replay after this and I'll get them added into the members area. I'll probably try to get all of them from the past 6 weeks added in there for you guys. But I do send them out in emails every single week. And I also upload them to my YouTube. So I'll add you guys. I'll send you guys my YouTube here because I'll just chuck things up on YouTube, and I usually then go and embed them on a proper page for you guys. But I'll give you my channel here in the chat box. You can just search like Maguire. There's a picture of me there without my beard. Need to update that at some point. But my YouTube again, I just chuck things up on here, and it's also good because it means if you don't like watching through landing pages and you'd rather scroll through the videos and whatnot, just come over here, subscribe to me if you can. That means a lot, and you can check out the videos that way. But that is that's probably the best place to find them as well. Although sometimes if they're private webinars for a specific product, I'll add them into the members area. So like the first couple from Advert Suite itself, I've sent them out via email, but I need to get them added in. So cool. Now someone else said, let's go on a different direction here. Let's just do an example here quickly of ecom. Not ecom, sorry, affiliate marketing. advertsuite.com/JV. So advertsuite.com/JV. This takes you to my JV page. You can scroll down here and you can click grab your tools here or get the JVZoo link here. And this is where I essentially you can come and sell Advert Suite. This is my affiliate link, but this is where you just need a JVZoo account, free. You come here, there'll be a button that says click request links, and then you can get a special link like this. And when anyone buys a link when anyone buys a product through your unique link, you get paid 50% of it for the entire funnel. So right now we've upped the prices of Advert Suite a bit. I still need to move it to recurring, so that's good. I'll probably do that next week. But 67 bucks at the front end. I think the first upsell 67 or something. The second upsell is 67 again, I think, and then the third upsell's between 197 and 297. So it's about 500 bucks, 400 bucks that you then get 200 bucks of if you sell the entire funnel. But whatever you sell, you get 50% off. Pretty good deal. I do all the work for you. You just need to get the traffic there, right? So that's with this way here. Now, What's the best way of getting traffic for affiliate offers? So let me write that down here. So there's a few ways that people, the majority of my affiliates, get traffic. One, they run ads. They have an audience. They know how to do SEO. So it's usually one of these three methods. They run ads, they have an audience, or they know how to do SEO. So say we go over here to Google Advert Suite. So this person up here, Advert Suite Pro, is probably advertising they're probably advertising their affiliate link or even a review page. Let me see what the view more probably goes across to their affiliate link, I'm thinking. Yeah, so up the top here, AID. So that's taking me to their affiliate link here, and it's my sales page that I'm hosting. But when they buy through this button, they get credited. So apologize to whoever that was that I wasted a click on that. But all these people here are advertising for the keyword Advert Suite, and they are making the sales for it, right? Now, there's other people here that are on YouTube that are doing this. Hey guys, this is Tim here, and today I'll be. So we've got Tim here, pretty well-known marketer. If you've heard of him, he's doing the YouTube thing here. He's figured out how to really make his YouTube videos look nice. So having a skill set in YouTube or in Google, and then or even in these organic rankings in Google, these really help. These are people that are really doing a killer job at ranking content in Google itself. Now, another method people could do, there's some methods I've always wanted to try that I've never actually done. One, I think that is just such a no-brainer that I really need to jump into is doing TikTok ads. TikTok ads right now are absolutely pumping. And the last I've heard is you can actually send traffic directly from TikTok across into a affiliate link. So it doesn't have to be adverts, so it can be any product. But you just need some type of video that's saying the key benefits of why they need to click through. So say you don't want to be on video, just go to a site like Fiverr. 30-second video. Look for 80 bucks. I'll do a 30-second video for your project. 65 bucks, same thing with a drawing, right? Imagine just taking the key benefits. Hey, it could be something as simple as like sending a text saying, hey, I want a video that says this and it's animated. Saying, hey, oh, uh, um, do you want to never fail at social media ads again and see every single ad in the world? Well, this is the hidden product that does it that no one knows. Shh. Advert Suite, and boom, boom, boom. Check it out. 30 seconds, boom, quick. Chuck that on an ad on TikTok to do TikTok ads, TikTok advertising. getstarted.tiktok.com, TikTok Ads Manager. Get started that quickly that way. Pretty cool. That way you don't need a landing page. But what the most popular method, it takes a bit longer, but I think it's so valuable, is actually trying to get people's emails versus purely going for the direct sell. If you can get people interested in your business or what it is you do, you're going to have a tribe of people in that niche that you can continuously contact. It's not about the one-off sale. It's about trying to get that person that you can reach out to again and again and again and provide them value and different options of products to buy. That's what most affiliate marketers do, that launch products. And it's also the downfall of my industry, I feel, is that people just launch shit because they know that they've got 100 affiliate friends that are going to go out and promote it for you if you promote them back afterwards. It's just this, like, the only people that really win there when the products are bad are the affiliates. So that's why I don't share too many products. I only really like to share things that by vendors I know put work into their products that really can solve different problems for people. On the flip side, though, I know sometimes you might not be interested at all in whatever it is I am sharing, and I have to weigh that up sometimes with what do I think? Is there a big audience, a big group in my audience that need this now? If it's yes, then I'll share it. And I'll think, is this something that's going to be sustainable long term that all people might want at some point in time? So it has to answer yes to those two questions. And third question would be, does it get results? So when I do share something, it is because of that. And in total transparency, I do use affiliate links. I try to give the best bonuses possible. I always get you guys the best deals. But in saying that, if I'm sharing something, you can go buy it from someone else. It's not something that's going to upset me. I just want you guys to win. And it's weird. You don't hear many marketers saying that, go buy that from someone else or whatever. Like while I appreciate it if you do grab it from me, because it means the work and me helping educate you guys does help. It does help me get a little commission here and there. I think if someone shares something, as long as their customers get it one way or another, that's a win-win-win. But maybe that's why I've been able to get to where I am in the industry, because I really just try to do the best for the customers, which is the only way I've actually seen people stay in the industry for a long time versus people that come and go quite quickly. So with affiliate marketing, you need to be able to knowing how to run ads, which again, super simple on TikTok. Just go to that link I just shared with you. Tell me how to start ads on TikTok. Sign up. It's free to sign up to it, and just get a basic ad done on no matter what it is you're doing. Give it a go. Same with Instagram. Same with Facebook. Use Advert Suite. Check it out. See how it can implement in your business. And with YouTube, there's so much information on YouTube about how to get videos ranked in YouTube. Let's suck in and this is what I'd do if I was looking to do it. In YouTube, November 2022. So you can see there's a few different videos. Now, with these, if any of them are leading you to buy a product right out the gate, don't do it. Definitely, that's the only reason they're sharing with you this product. But I'm sharing with you that video. This is a good one. YouTube Shorts algorithm explained for November 2022. Tip to gain 10,000 subscribers in 7 days. So, and that came out 7 hours ago. So that's and YouTube Shorts, if you don't know what they are, they're kind of like Instagram Stories. They're really helping people. See here, Shorts. These are really going viral. Like, see, 32 million views and whatever this is. Drake out here. and you can see people are, this is targeted towards me obviously, but yeah, you get the idea. Play around with what's working. Now, another big news in the industry as well is that Twitter, purchased by Elon Musk, I'm sure everyone's heard about it by now. He's made some big changes, but one thing he's doing, he's instructed his all the devs to bring Vine back. So, bringing Vine back. For those of you that don't remember what Vine is or know what Vine is, Vine is essentially what TikTok was before TikTok existed. Twitter owned a company called Vine. It was essentially short form video, and short form videos of all. Let me even just YouTube you some old Vine videos so you can see Vine. Now that I'm talking about Shopify so much, I'm getting advertised by them. So these little silly, they're really like little silly fun clips that are quick, fast. Now, the excitement around this is that a lot of the big content creators we know now started on here. I'm pretty sure that Logan and Jake Paul started, got really viral from Vine. A lot of people did go really viral from Vine, and they just closed the platform completely, which made a lot of content creators disappear, and a lot of them had to move and adapt. Now, Elon's got this. We know Twitter doesn't have advertising on it, but things he's done recently is he's made the move of actually charging people that have a verification blue tick $8 a month. And I think there was also the option that he said that. Let me just double check my facts here. $8 a month Twitter verification. Okay, so he's offering a service called Twitter Blue, which costs $8 and it will include a blue tick verification. So people are going to be able to start to just pay for that to get a blue tick. I'm not sure how this move is going to go because the whole point of the blue tick verification is when a certain person or celebrity or influential person in the industry gets a lot of fake accounts, spam accounts, scammers out there replicating their accounts. They then usually go and verify the people of their official ones so people know this is the real one. Everyone else is a fake, but now you can just buy it. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how they're going to monitor that, but Elon is a lot smarter than me, so I'm sure he's got a plan in his head. But on the looking at it from the front, not sure. But the news of Vine coming back is pretty cool, and I can see a major shift potentially in people coming to it, because the one thing about TikTok that a lot of people are worried about is that because it's Chinese owned, all that information is going to China. They're learning so much about it. It's the most addictive app by far out of any. And it just gives so many false dopamine spikes that we haven't earned because it's showing us so much quick, viral, intense things in areas we love, and it just knows how to feed us information so crazily. So why it's also a good place to advertise. But and with Vine coming back, it'll be interesting to see what they do different to get people back over. People loved Vine, so what that means is when this happens, when Vine comes back up, try to make a promise to yourself and just commit to creating an account, and with the intention of posting something related to your business or creating a business around it, right? So on TikTok, and I might even do this next week as next week's training. On TikTok, for example, there's people that are making crazy amounts of money by creating little just pages with like rain music on over a pretty royalty-free video that's relaxing for 3 minutes, and it tells people to breathe. And it's just hundreds of videos of nice music with a motivational quote or something like that, and it's going absolutely viral. I can guarantee when people jump back onto Vine, they'll have the algorithm unlocked that you can get as that any content creators, doesn't matter if it's you on camera or you making a video on the computer on a basic video editor, and I might even show you how to do that next week, that you can post, you're going to be rewarded crazily for posting content. That's how these social networks get people sucked in. They'll give them huge viral growth when they're in the early stages, or for taking advantage of their latest products, like on Instagram stories right now. Not stories, sorry, what's shorts. Is it what are they calling it? Shorts? No, reels. Sorry, Instagram reels. If I've had stories any of this entire time, Instagram reels, which is the competition for TikTok from Instagram side. But when this comes out, jump on it, post content. Maybe that we can make that a goal here, as we can make content all together and be ready for when Vine drops, because it's going to be rewarded. They want you to use their platform to be content creators, so that when they get the market share and when they get to X amount, they say, okay, now it's time to lower the reach because we've got so many people on here now. And then they'll be like, well, now we're going to charge for the reach. So you have to pay more for your content to be seen by more. So it's one of those great times to be in when you're early and know about it. It's, do you ever go on Instagram? Put a number 5 in the box if you ever go on Instagram or any of these pages and say, how does this person have 9 million followers when they're not a celebrity? Right? Well, they've actually, majority of them got in early and posted hard when things started. So that's something I would be looking out for and waiting for here. Leroy says, will I be incorporating TikTok in the advert suite? Yeah, so look, the plan has always been to build out a TikTok ads library. The way they run things over there, though, it's been changing so much. So I've built out actual prototypes, then it breaks, then it's fine again, then it breaks. And it's just been, because they keep changing their app and their system and things so fast, it's just constant moving vehicle. So it's pretty frustrating, but I plan to build that out, and whether and have it be stable so I can give it to you guys in one way, shape, or form, whether it'll be an upgrade in advert suite, whether I can chuck it in just for free for you guys. I'd love to do that. I did upgrade everyone to advert suite 2.0 for free, which is obviously a hit financially for me because I did all this work, and upgraded everyone. But in saying that, like, I'm not going to charge people for a new version or something if it doesn't cost me too much money to do a really cool upgrade for everyone. I'll only ever have to charge things if there's an ongoing cost to me. But my goal is just to get you guys as much value and features and functionality as possible in my software, is to get your results as quickly as possible and make it a fair trade between you and I. So I hope you guys appreciate that. Now, look, we've been here for an hour and a half. If you have any more questions, I know we've jumped all over the place today in a few different areas. That's what I was kind of hoping to do. I really appreciate you guys giving me your feedback of your businesses, your areas. We only covered a couple here today. There's only a couple of questions of areas given of people's actual businesses that they want me to look into. But put a number 5 in the box, or a 6. Yeah, put a number 5 in the box if you if this is the type of training you'd like me to do more of, like something like this where I'm working with your businesses directly. And it could even be something where I even just create a different webinar time slot, and I don't email out about it. I could just be here every week for an hour, or I could even say 30 minutes. And if people jump in, they jump in, and I'll hang around then until questions are done. If it's something that people would be a part of, look, I'd happily dedicate some extra time for you guys for that. Because I know it's a big thing just to, when like, with me, I don't want you to just buy my products. I want you to work with me because I want to see you get results, and I get so much validation out of being a key part in your journey. But at the end of the day, though, it's always going to be you, and that's why you need that belief in yourself. That's why I believe in you. That's why it's. I know sometimes when you don't believe in yourself, trust me, I believe in every single one of you so much, because I think back to when I started, and even now, like, I am not I wouldn't say I'm smart in different ways. I'm not book smart by any means, but I've worked out how to sell things, and that's the skill set I want to share with you guys. And it really excites me seeing how this industry evolves. Like right now, I've got the new Oculus headset, which is this headset from Meta / Facebook, right? So it's their VR AR world. It's pretty wild. They've had one called the Quest 2 out for a while. It's probably the best value VR headset on the market. It's insane what it can do, just on a little standalone product. And now I've got their latest one they sent me out to go testing and seeing how the VR world's going to be built out. If anyone's ever watched the movie Ready Player One, we're pretty much there in a lot of ways. I'd say 80% there. It's pretty crazy. In terms of tech, all the tech that you see in Ready Player One's there. Ready Player One. Great movie. Highly suggest watching it if you want to see where the world's kind of going VR wise, and if you've ever played any form of video game in your life, or your kids have. It's a really good adventure movie. Spielberg did it, and what this movie was released only, I think it was maybe, what year did this come out? Maybe like 5 years ago, 2018. And this was meant to be based in the far future. We're already basically where this is at now in a lot of ways. It's pretty insane. People are on YouTube actually building out the exact setup they used here and jumping into VR worlds. It's crazy. So yeah, Paul says the Twitter Blue badge was originally going to be $20. I remember reading that originally, but an angry Stephen King posted a comment. Musk came back and offered $8. Pretty crazy what Elon's doing in the world in all these different businesses, right? And I often think to myself, I'm like, far out, I'm stressed, I'm overworked. But then I think about Elon and all the business he's doing, from Neuralink to Tesla to like, the story of him is pretty amazing, from him going from PayPal to selling PayPal to then doing the Tesla with the goal to do SpaceX, and then how he spent all his money on 3 failed rocket attempts, and investors were leaving left, right, and center. He had enough money for one final rocket attempt, and then he would have been bankrupt or broke. But he did it, and then the last rocket landed, and it just shows that we're all just that potential one more step away, that one more day of failing things before things turn around. And I think it's really important to remember as well that every single online business starts off failing, starts off with no sales, starts off with not much going on. It doesn't just happen overnight in terms of I start today, I get results tomorrow in the majority of cases. But it's a continual learning skills, implementing them, taking other people's feedback if you think it makes sense, implementing it, and just keep on pushing. And the great thing is that there's no wrong way to do things. There's better ways and there's worse ways, right? And we want to get you optimized to the best of the best of the best possible. Now, when we were talking about before, there's an average of 70% opt-out, bounce rate. So someone gets to your website, up to 70% of people can bounce. Say you're on the high end of that, like 68%, and you're making $100,000 a year on your website with a bounce rate like that. Imagine if you could then half that bounce rate to 30, that's even more, to 30% bounce rate. You'll then make instantly double your money by changing nothing aside from your homepage of your website. That move overnight could take you from nothing to $100,000 a year by that one move. So that's the beauty of it. You don't know how close you are, but you only fail when you stop. And that's my goal, is to not have you guys stop, to keep working with me, and hopefully to be in this with me for a long time. Another sad fact is, after 1 year, 98% of people that started internet marketing are not doing it anymore. They've given up. It's too hard. They realize they weren't serious about it, whatever. And I just know people just didn't do that. They just focused on it, did it, came along for the journey, had that offer in their head, knew who their audience was. Once you've got a clean offer and a clean understanding of your audience, the only thing we need to work out is how to get the traffic. And there's so many different ways to get traffic, with few keyways being advert suite and declaring ads. I believe paid traffic is just always going to be here, and it's a guaranteed traffic method. Other way is my tool Profile, mate. I love it. Free traffic every day, free emails that you can contact, reach out to. You're allowed to do it. Pretty insane. I might do a webinar on Profile, mate, for everyone if you haven't seen it before in the coming weeks. But yeah, I appreciate you all. And if there's any more questions, let me know now, because I don't want to drag you guys on too long here today. I think this was a good hour and a half. So if you had fun, I'm happy for you. Again, sorry we started a little bit late, but I think this was a really cool training, and I appreciate you guys letting me do it this way, because again, it has been a crazy week for me with getting broken into. My grandma, who's 102, went into hospital. She's out now, but we're just keeping an eye on her. So hopefully she's on the mend. And yeah, aside from that, next week I'll have a proper training for you guys, where I'll teach you guys something new, or something that you can implement on that same day that can increase your sales or conversions or improve your offer. And I will lock in some more of these style trainings that we can go through your actual businesses, because a bunch of people said they would like that. So I will do that for you. So thank you guys. So Leroy, Thomas, Ross, Colin, Paul, Tony O, everyone here. Let me just thank a few more people that are here right now. Let's do Charles, Colin, Connie, DB, Dennis, Edward, friend, Gloria, Grazina, HJ, Jim, Kayla, Kaya, Leroy, Mike, Ola, Sagan, Paul, Rick, Rolf, Ross, Roy, Stanley, Steve, Tony, Tracy, Travis, Yvonne. Thank you all that are still here, and everyone else that watches us on the replay as well. I appreciate it. I'll chuck this up on my YouTube probably later today, and send a quick email out about it. But I will see you all next week. I think it's same day, same time, and that'll be I appreciate it, you guys being here. And I only sent one email out about this, and I sent it 2 days ago, a day too early. And I actually jumped on this webinar yesterday morning at 8 a.m. because today's Thursday here, but I set it for Wednesday Eastern, so I just got my days mixed up because again, crazy week. But I set it up and I jumped on yesterday. I was like, there's no one here, and then I realized I did the wrong day. So I appreciate you all bearing with me through this crazy time. And okay, Paul said one here. Maybe we'll talk about this next time. My biggest dilemma is retailing music at $1 and Spotify only paying out around 3,000 pounds for 1 million pays. And yes, that whole industry has completely turned itself on its head. I've actually just started watching the Spotify documentary on, or it's like a mini series. I think it's on Netflix. So if you get a chance, watch that. It's kind of interesting how the story of Spotify, and whether you hate it or love it, it's the way things are. So we've got to adapt, and as much as it sucks that it's not the conventional way for some artists, for the consumer, it's great. So how do we then help the consumer in a new ways? We need to give as much value as possible to the consumer, and at the end of the day, there's always new ways that businesses are doing that. One band I think that does it immensely well, because you said you need to sell merch, is that Blink-182. Their merch shops they've been doing for 10 years, they always sell out. I know not everyone's Blink-182, right? But you've got to, if you can provide as much value as you can with your music, knowing that you're probably not going to get paid out insane amounts for the music directly initially, that you're just knowing your heart, you're giving that your audience that value of your music, right? That should be the goal of every musician. Obviously, you need to make a living as well, and it's just how to get creative doing that. I mean, I'm sure there's some cool things we could think about, like in a following webinar, like really useful products that you could brand with your own band and music content on with, right? I'll have to think about some ways on how we can even stand out from the crowd in that world there as well. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it all, you guys all today. I'll speak to you guys next week. All right, bye.